All right, Morgan, a win and a save today. You pitched very well in your 8 innings. How did you feel about how you pitched?
Thank you. I felt good. I'm really grateful for our offense. They were on fire today, so that kind of took a lot of the pressure off of me. I felt no pressure at all. They were doing their thing, so it made it easier for me.
Yeah. Tough start to non-conference this year, and you got a lot of starts during that. Now it's got into conference play and a little bit easier opponents. How do you feel about that and the competition you guys have played lately?
I feel good. I mean, I still feel like we got to compete either way, depending on what team it is. But I think we're all putting things together, so that's really helping us in these games.
Mac in the first game had a very good outing as well. How did it feel to be able to come in after that?
I love coming in after Mac. She always does a great job, and whenever I come in after her, I feel like her and I make a good pair. So.
Over the last couple games, probably a week or so, you guys, the pitching staff has really taken a step forward. You, Mac, and Scarlett as well. Why do you feel that is? What have you guys been working on the last couple?
We've really just been working on getting ahead in counts and really just being competitive and having competitive pitches, even if we're not perfectly throwing strikes, as long as they're competitive pitches and we're not just serving it up and giving people free bases. I think really just being more competitive in the circle and yeah.
And, 6 wins at home. How does it feel to be able to take 2 against Youngstown?
I feel really good about it. That's a team that we got to come out and take serious and play hard. And, they put up some runs and we did a few things, but I felt like, we're finding a way to score runs and really do some good things defensively. I thought we were a little more sound today. But no, there's not too much I can say about it. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, offensively, got some more people involved. Katie Hutter had a rough last series and played pretty well today. Hannah Massaro got a hit for the first time in a little bit. Kendall Matthews also played well. How did you feel top 1 through 9 in the batting order today?
I felt like we did some really good things. I felt like we executed. We had a few opportunities where we walked people and then we were able to take extra bases and do some things and we took advantage of their mistakes. And that's the one thing I haven't felt like we've been doing, but today 100% took advantage of their mistakes and made them pay. And that, that's what you have to do against a team like that is, because you let a team stick around and then we're in trouble potentially. But I felt like Morgan threw very well. Mac did a great job, and it's good to see the starts and the finishes.
Yeah. Ava McKee behind the plate today for the first time in a while, I think since the Spartan Classic in South Carolina. What factored into that decision and Chev's on the bench?
Well, Chev's caught a lot of innings, and a lot of catchers, they lose their legs, and it affects hitting. And so I just felt like, let's give her knees a break. And I thought Ava did a really great job and hit the ball well. So, Ava's been hitting the ball well. It's just a matter of, what's going to help us win a ball game. And I was very, very pleased with what Ava did back there today. And, by no means is it mean Chev's not catching, but, sometimes that little break is good. So.
Yeah. Throughout the entire game, seemed like long at bats, seemed like battling from both sides. Was there anything good or bad that you saw from the pitchers on their side and from your side in battling in at bats?
I just felt like, we did throw a lot of pitches, but, we battled and we didn't have a ton of walks, which is, my pet peeve anyway, is walking people. But, I felt like even if we did walk somebody, we came back and had some good pitches. And they had bases loaded a couple times and we kind of got out of it or, gave up a run here or there, but I never felt like we were in jeopardy or in a bad place throughout that whole game. So.
Yeah. And then I think in the second game, 11 runners left on base. In the first game, 7. Did you feel like there was too many lack of opportunities, even though that the runs still pretty far in your favor?
I feel like today was one of the longest days ever, and that it seemed like this game just kept going and going and going. And I look up and it's only the 3rd inning, and I'm like, where? What? Are you kidding me? I just felt like but that's because we had so many base runners. And so, yeah, I did not realize we had left that many on. I didn't look at the box score quite that heavily, but it's just one of those things where we still found a way to win. So I'm happy, and I love that we've won 5 games, and as long as they keep competing and stay bought in, we're going to keep competing. And that doesn't mean we're going to win every game, but we're giving ourselves opportunities to win, and that's what matters.
Yeah. Tough competition this weekend against
Yes.
Ball State on Friday and Saturday. What can
Yeah.
you tell us about them, and what are you looking for this weekend?
I can tell you they're a really good ball club, and we have to come out and we've got to play clean, but we have to play our game. Like we can't try to be too big, and it's like playing, the top teams that we've played. We just have to come out and keep it simple and play our game.